Okay, today I want to go over the marriage vows. I want to talk about the difference between the empath and their intent when they say their marriage vows and the narcissist intent when they say their marriage vows. For the narcissist, making a vow such as marriage vows or religious vows is just going through the motions. Sometimes they actually mean it in the moment, but as soon as it interferes with something else they want, the vow is forgotten. Narcissists do not feel obligation to anyone for anything except themselves. So, I wanted to do it like this. So this is a standard wedding vow. Let's say that you're the empath. So we're going to call you Norbit. I, Norbit, take you, Raspusa, or however you say that, for my lawful wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do us part. I will love and honor you all the days of my life. Sounds good. This is what Raspusa says, the narcissist. She says, I, Raspusa, take you, Norbert, for my lawful wedded husband, to have and to control from this day forward, for better, for richer, in health, until the end of our relationship or the death of our relationship. I will dominate and control you the rest of my life. That's what they're saying. It's just paper to them. It's just motions. It's just words. It doesn't mean a thing. If you're a codependent, if you're an empath, if you're a true Christian, spirit-filled, then you're at risk to be taken advantage of from one of these empty meat suits. So when I was narcissistically discarded, I asked the narcissist, what do you hope to accomplish by separating? And the narcissist said, quote, I'm still going to keep my marriage vows, unquote. So I've asked a lot of people, nobody really knows what that means, but it's just an indicator of how the narcissist views their wedding vows. And so 2 months later, when I get served with my divorce papers from the narcissist, I asked the server, I said, would you please be sure and ask the narcissist if when this divorce is final, if she is, quote, still going to keep the marriage vows after the divorce is final, unquote. That's just how they look at it. It's a transaction. It's a piece of paper. The wedding ring, when you marry a narcissist, to them, it is ownership. When you marry a narcissist, they own you. Get out. Go no contact. One of these wolves in sheep's clothing, they see you for what they can get out of you. They look at you objectively. So, as long as you're getting richer, they're gonna keep taking it. As long as you keep doing what you're doing, if you're paying the bills, if you're taking them on vacations, if you're giving them money to do this, if you're buying their meals, if you're taking care of them like, a spouse should take care of a spouse, then they're just going to keep using you until you start coming across some videos like this. And let me tell you, the narcissist hates videos like this that talk about narcissistic abuse because they know exactly who and what they are, especially covert narcissists. They cannot stand you getting this information. So you can look at this a couple of different ways. Do you want to come out of the narcissistic abusive relationship with narcissistic victim syndrome, or Do you want to come out with narcissistic victor syndrome, aka narc slayer? So you can either overcome these demonic entities by the blood of the Lamb, or you can lay down and let Satan walk all over you, because that's exactly what the devil wants. The devil wants to keep you down. They want to oppress you, and finally they want to possess you. So that's what these entities do. They're not in it. They're not bringing anything to the table. They expect you to carry the load. The narcissist will say things like, "Oh, God will provide for us," which means that you and God will provide for them, but they're not going to provide for you or God. They're not bringing anything to the table. God will provide. That's what the narcissist will say while they do nothing. God will provide, but the narcissist will not provide. So, do you want to be an overcomer, or do you want to be overcome? That's the question. That's your two choices coming out of this narcissistic relationship, this narcissistic abusive cycle. So you can either get the information, learn the tools, go watch Dr. Romani, go watch Narc Daily, go watch Narc Con, C-O-N. Get the information and immerse yourself in this community, and you are not alone. There is plenty of people out there. 1 in 6 people are a narcissist, and you're not alone. They're out there taking advantage of good, empathic people. Don't let them take advantage of you. Become a narc slayer. Stop the madness.